In a big political move on Saturday, the BJP decided on a change in leadership in the state of Tripura. I'm currently sitting with the newly appointed Chief Minister, Dr. Manik Saha. Welcome to the print, sir. So, my first question to you is: did you expect this? When were you informed that you will be appointed as the CM?
Never I have expected. Suddenly I came to know yesterday at about 3:30. So that you must be prepared.
Because earlier you were appointed as the RS member as well, and you had also gone to the parliament. So there was no intimation, nothing so far from the party that there will be such a move.
No, not at all. So if there is any decisions to be taken, that we'll let you know.
So one of the reasons, what were the reasons? You've been the state president out here in Tripura. What were the reasons that led to this change in leadership exactly? Why did Mr. Biplab Deb have to resign?
Now, there is no question of why. In BJP, sometimes there is shifting also. Sometimes they give this kind of responsibility to a specific person. So in that way, we do the work what our this central leadership they want. They always observe. In our party, every time there is observance. Observe. So on that basis, this person should be um, posted there for this specific work. So in that way, they decide. Here, it is not very important that who is where. This is not very important. So in BJP, all are Karyakartas. I may be Chief Minister presently, but basically we are Karyakarta. So mentally also, we prepare ourselves that we are Karyakarta. So in that way, we always prepare by ourselves. So there is no question of removal or like that.
But the question comes because this move comes few months before the 23 elections. So then including the opposition parties have raised questions over how the party is being able to hold itself together in the state. There's reports of dissent within the party. We've seen two MLAs also defect. So what do you have to say about the state of the BJP unit in Tripura?
Now, it may happen this kind of activity. You see, we had only 1.6% vote share previously before 2018. So from other party, the people have come. So our party this vote share or our party this supporter has been increased to 4%, 43% like that. So in that way, they have different kinds of philosophy and their thoughts, everything. So in one sitting, it is not possible to change their minds. So it will take time. So sometimes it may happen, and I'm sure that it will be sorted out. And we had sorted out also in previously also. So it may happen. It is not a big issue. But you should. Why don't you think about the good things also? Only the minor things you always try to highlight.
I mean, I'm highlighting this because people are saying this is one of the reasons there was a change in leadership. So, will you be focusing on keeping the flock together now in the state? What is your priority?
100%. I want, and uh, my government and my party. They want that both the party as well as our this government should go ahead together, and the people's problems should be addressed because we always follows integral humanism. The last person should get all the beneficiary schemes of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji and our former Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb ji. And I have very good this chemistry with him, and that will remain forever. That I can give you.
So, what will be among your first priorities now that you are CM?
Now, priority already I have told that what our my this former chief minister have done for the development of Tripura and Ek Tripura, Sreshtra Tripura, the slogan he has already said. So that should be continued. This is my first priority. So only the baton has been changed, and that with that baton, I am the now finishing uh, Karyakartas. So we do not care for this. We are not worried. Rather, I should say, we are not worried about our this election. So we are Sevai Sangatan, So in that way, we do work.
So you're not worried that this change in leadership coming just a few months to the 23 polls will have any impact on the BJP's performance?
No, no, we are very much united, and already in the morning also you have seen that all the people, our this uh, MLAs and all the leaders have come, and we are very much united. Sometimes there is some strange incident may happen everywhere. In family also it may happen. So that depends that whether you can control or not, you can convince or not, and together, I'm sure that we will go ahead.
And how much of a challenge does the TMC, Tipra Mota, and CPM pose to this?
I do not have any challenge, I'm telling you, because the previous election you have seen, we have won in every election, and in future also we'll win.
The last question, sir. Law and order has been a problem. We even the print last year covered the political violence in the state, these alleged incidents of mosque burnings. Is that something that you will also focus on now?
You see, during a left front regime, what was the situation of the this law and order? So presently, though, this hell and heaven difference. So in that way, the very stable this law and order situation is prevailing in Tripura. So that should be continued. That is my first priority, and it should be always. I should say that for the safety of the people, for the safety of any party's people, that I will address.
And finally, the Tipra Mota is really raising this issue of a greater Tipra land. How will this outreach from the BJP be to the tribal seats? What's being planned about the tribal seats?
No, in tribal areas, you have seen already we have 10 MLAs. This tribal MLAs we have. One MP is tribal. So we have 10 MDC. So never we had. So we are very much strong enough to um, run over. I should say that we should to go to the hill area or ADC area. So I'm sure that we will win. There is no problem at all.
Thank you so much.